I keep a moon-shaped bookmark to part the pages of my life, to mark the sections I want to revisit. Tales of happiness and love, moments where secret smiles shine down from the sky above, moonlight fingers stroking my hair, the windswept pages breathing life into my lungs. I use my bookmark to see where I am at the end of a day, to light new paths I may wish to embark, to part seas that may block the way, my moon-shaped guide to a life I chose to live. My bookmark keeps the good and bad days apart. It divides my days into light and dark, into heart and hurt. It starts my night with a kiss of love. It ends with light streaming down from the sun above. When sleep is distant and relaxing is a struggle, when my mind won't quieten from the noise of thoughts that rustle, I read until my eyes start to droop. The bookmark of the moon lighting the pages before it sees my eyes and dims to say, go to sleep, call it a day. It's the curse of the lonely poet. Can't get out of this place to which he fled, stuck, lost inside his head. The screams he can no longer shout barely resonate, bouncing back from blank slate, walls of hate like a black hole of self-doubt. The curse of the lonely poet, destined to live in the space between the ears. A grey matter maze of frustration, anger and tears, of love lost, found, then lost again. A never-ending cycle of pain. The curse of the lonely poet. Spare his heart the agony of a slow break. It's too much for this old man to take. He writes his words to all who will hear. Would anyone call if he was the one to fall? The curse of the lonely poet. To walk this long path through forests and storms, across mountains and chasms, to sail the vast oceans, to swim in rivers and lakes, dragged along on the fluid emotions, is mind a liquid state? The curse of the lonesome poet. To walk this lonely planet, always searching, always seeking, always in search of that one special soul, the one that will make him whole and give his words meaning and start his rickety heart beating. I see so much beauty in the lines of your mind. The outside beauty gets outshined by the majestic glow you hold inside. How can someone hold so much light and not know? How can someone hold so much light and not ignite, burning away into the midnight sky? If you reached out, embers to the touch, I'd fizzle into dust. My body would die, but my heart and soul would fly. My vision blurs when my eyes glance. It's like a picture of perfection. Too much for my eyes to see, so they shade the view, only allowing me to see the truth through the words you use. I would become a million shadows if your light cast itself upon me. All the darkness would seep away like rain down a gurgling drain into the crazy paving streets, into the cracks and the soil beneath. But the outside is merely a preview, a book cover with so many stories held within. I want to tease the pages with fingers eagerly caressing the edges, letting the words flow across my palms, feeling every glowing moment as my mind witnesses all of the charms held within those pages. All I want is to be held in those arms as I fade into the ages. They say beauty is only skin deep, but this is not true. There is beauty in the very core of you, something uniquely tattooed to your soul, It's deeper than any man-made hole, brighter than any glimmer of gold, more priceless than diamonds or gems. It can't be seen through any fancy lens, just on the edges of your pen, on the words you let float into pages, something drawn through ages where the seas flow and the river rages.